Hey guys, welcome back to CamerantTV. Today I'm going to be showing you how to catch all the new bugs in June in Animal Crossing's New Horizons. Let's jump into the video. This is most likely going to be a fairly short video, simply because there aren't that many new bugs that appear in June. However, I thought I'd put a small video together just for the fun of it. Like last month's video, this is going to be split into different categories so that it's easier to group the bugs that appear, even if there are only 6 new ones, technically 5. So yeah, let's kick off with the first category. We're kicking off with the bugs that can be found on trees. Now, the first bug is the drone beetle. The drone beetle is one of the first bugs that can be found on trees, and it is very easy to find. It can be found all day between the months of June and August. It does spawn in the rain, but what's really good about this is the fact that the drone beetle spawns on both the hardwood and the cedar trees, but it also spawns on the coconut trees as well. It does spawn in the rain, and it is fairly common. Okay, so the next bug that we need to catch is called the Goliath beetle. The Goliath beetle is the first bug that we come across that spawns purely on the coconut trees. This massive beetle spawns between the months of June and September, and between the hours of 5 PM and 8 AM. This bug is massive. Basically, it's a big red and white bug. It's very, very rare, and it does spawn in rain, luckily. However, it scares very easily, so when you find it, and if you find it, make sure that you move very slowly. The final tree bug that we need to catch is the rainbow stag. Now, if you thought that the Goliath beetle was hard to catch, you were in for a treat catching this. The rainbow stag is probably the rarest bug that you can catch in June. It spawns on the coconut trees like the Goliath beetle does, and it can be found between the months of June and September. This bug spawns between 7 PM and 8 AM. It's only a bug that you can catch at night, and it does spawn in the rain. However, this bug is very rare. I found about 5 Goliath beetles before I found 1 rainbow stag, just to put it into perspective for you as to how rare they are. But yeah, good luck with it. I would just like to say, if this video is helping you in any way whatsoever, then please do consider liking and subscribing, because it really does help the channel. My social media is popping up above me right there, so please do go and follow me on there, because it helps you keep up to date with my content. We are now on to the flying category of the bugs. All these bugs fly, but they are in no means anywhere near similar. They are all very different, and we're starting off with the firefly. Now, the firefly can be found between the hours of 7 PM and 4 AM, and it only spawns in June, so make sure you pick it up this month. It is very common, however, so you shouldn't have any problem catching it. It spawns near the water. That's where they can be found. They can be found flying near the water, hovering about, shining their lights. They look absolutely lovely in the game. Personally, I think they look better in the older games, but they still look great in New Horizons. They're very common, like I say, so you should not have any issue catching them whatsoever. Now that you've caught the firefly, the next bug that you need to catch is the mosquito. Now, the mosquito is probably one of the most annoying bugs in the game, simply because it flies around, very hard to see, and it bites you. Now, the mosquito can be found between the hours of 5 PM and 4 AM, and between the months of June and September. This small little bug can be found flying around. It's very common, and the only way to find it is by listening out for it. It makes the typical little buzzing sound that a mosquito normally would. But I recommend that you listen for the buzzing sound, because they're very hard to find, in the sense that they're really small, and by the time you've realised there's a mosquito there, you've already been bitten by it. It took me quite a while to find it, because it is just that small. So yeah, my recommendation is to listen out for it. That's how you'll find it. If you listen for it and you hear it buzzing, you then know to look for it, as opposed to trying to find it with your eyes. So the final bug that we need to catch, it isn't a new bug. It's a bug that probably a lot of you have already caught. The gorgeous blue emperor butterfly that can be found flying around at the night time. The emperor butterfly can be found between the hours of 7 PM and 8 AM. It's a night butterfly, and it is fairly uncommon. It is found flying near flowers, and it does sell for quite a lot of money. It's also quite a fast bug. Also, this bug does not spawn in the rain, and I'd just like to say that neither do any of these bugs that I've mentioned in the flying category. The firefly, mosquito, or emperor butterfly do not spawn in the rain, whereas all the other 3 bugs do spawn in the rain. So yeah. Hey guys, if you got to this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. This does conclude all the bugs that spawn in June, all the new ones that arrive, And that is it for the video. So thank you so much for watching. If it has helped you out in any way whatsoever, please do consider liking and subscribing, because it does help the channel. And also please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All my links are in the description down below, and you can also find them there above me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.